What's going on, squad? Here at the Athletic Gamer, the fittest gamer on earth. Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the new update that's going to be coming in just a little bit in Fortnite. This is a huge update, and I'm going to go over all of the main points with this update because, like I said, it is ridiculously large, and we'll be here all day if I talk about every single thing in this update. So the gameplay in the background is probably one of my best solo games that I've had so far since I started playing Fortnite. So I hope you guys enjoy that, but we're gonna get started right away with just some general updates or fixes, and this is actually something that I'm very happy about because it does affect me. So they introduced, or they brought in, the next phase of the crossplay improvement for the console. I have a friend of mine who plays on PC, and it took us like a week to figure out how to play with each other, and it was a huge process, and they're making it way easier. So before, I had to like go on PC and go and do this whole freaking process, and it was just a pain in the ass. But here we go. This is what they changed, or what they added. You can now add, remove, and manage epic friends from the main menu, and then you can now send, receive, and respond to crossplay party invites. And then the party finder, it now includes epic friends on other platforms. So now when I go and I try to invite a friend, if I have added a friend on my Epic Games account, I will be able to see them through my console on my friends list. So it's going to make everything so much freaking easier. So I'm really excited about that. And then for the PC, they enable toggling of full screen mode with Alt and Enter for the PC, and then Option and Enter on the Mac. And then with the ammo boxes, they're kind of dull, and like they're not hard to see, I don't think, but they're not colorful. I don't know what's up with the ammo boxes, but they increased the brightness, so now you can see them easier. They just made them more visible. And like I said, there's tons of bug fixes with this update. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all these bug fixes. There's tons of things that I didn't even realize with this game, but they fixed all types of stuff. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can check all that stuff out if you guys are interested. But I'm gonna move on to the weapons and items that are gonna be coming with this update. So if you guys haven't been on lately, but every time you log in, you'll see an update that usually comes on Tuesday. We get a little preview, or they make an announcement of things that are going to be coming within the game, and that usually comes on Thursday. So we all saw the new guided missile that's supposed to be coming. It's coming today. Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. It's coming with this update, and a lot of people are nervous. Some people are excited. Some people are both anxious, all these different things, and we just don't know what to make up of it. And we have some details on the guided missile. So the stats, okay, we're gonna go over the stats first. The damage to players for the epic, which is the purple, that does 105 damage, and then for the legendary, which is the gold, it does 110 damage. For the environment, which is like the structures, like buildings, the damage to those objects are 1,000. So when you're trying to destroy bases, it does 1,000 damage, which is, I think, standard. So the lifetime of this missile is 18 seconds. Now, what I mean by lifetime is, I'm actually going to talk about that in a second. But you know what? Let me go over that first. I'll go over that first. So let me just describe what it does. So once you use this missile, okay, once you shoot this missile, you can take direct control of the missile after it's fired. Once you take the missile's point of view, you're unable to move your character. So it's just like Call of Duty. If you call in a controllable kill streak, then you're stuck. You're exposed. Somebody can run up on you and kill you, and you're completely defenseless unless you shoot them with your streak. So for 18 seconds, you're vulnerable to be shot and killed and eliminated. Okay, so that's a big deal, and 18 seconds is a long time. Now, if you guys know what the chug jug takes 14 seconds to drink, and if you're in an engagement with enemies and you're that's a long time to be sitting there trying to drink something, or use something and be stuck. So it's a big deal. But I will say, you can disconnect from the missile at any time in which the missile will continue its trajectory. So if you want to just completely stop, say you see an enemy or a base, you can aim it right towards that base and then let it go, and you can move again. So you can do that. So that is a little catch to it. All right, so this missile is slightly slower than a regular rocket, but it does the same amount of damage. And then it comes in epic and legendary rarity, and then of course it uses rocket ammo, and you can only find these in treasure chests and supply drops. You'll never see one of these laying on the floor. Back to the stats, okay? The time between shots is 3.13 seconds, and the rocket speed is 1,300 units a second. I'm pretty sure this is just slightly, I don't know what the regular stats are on the normal rocket, but it's just a little bit slower. And then the health of the rocket is 100. So which is standard. So it's all standard stuff, slightly slower than the standard rocket, but the health and the damage and whatnot is the same. So that's everything on the missile. Okay, now they made some changes to the shotguns that I'm going to talk about right now. So as of right now, before this update goes live, we have a gray pump and a green pump shotgun. And then with the tactical shotguns, we have the green tack, blue tack, and purple tack. And they changed the colors of these shotguns to more accurately resemble their effectiveness. So with a tactical shotgun, they're now common, uncommon, and rare. It was uncommon, rare, and epic. So like I just said, it was green, blue, and purple. And now it's going to be gray, green, and blue. For the pump shotgun, it was gray and green. It's now going to be green and blue. So if you guys are looking for those green pumps, they're not going to be the same as what they were. They're still really effective, but they're not the highly sought after shotguns anymore. It's going to be the blue. You guys want to get those blue pump shotguns. Okay. So now back in Halloween, they did a little cosmetic thing, which was pretty cool with the launchers, and they had like a little pumpkin for the head of the rocket, which is really cool. Just a little like fun cosmetic thing they did with the launchers. And for the holiday coming up, Easter, they're bringing in a egg launcher, and it's been added as a seasonal item to replace the grenade launcher. And it's just a cosmetic change. You don't need to worry about like damage or anything like that. It's just gonna look cool and fun. So another cool thing, or something that I'm excited for, is the launch pads. The launch pads, as you guys know, are absolutely one of the most clutchest items in the game. Yeah, especially like man, if you're in a tough spot with enemies pinching you or whatnot, you could drop that launch pad real quick and get out of there. Or, you know, if the storm's coming, say you got distracted by looting, or people are, you know, just trying to engage in a fight with you, you can hit that launch pad and get out of there quickly. And the launch pads are just freaking awesome. And they're going to be increasing the drop rate of the launch pads by 25%. Ah, man, there's so much stuff, and this update is huge. So there's more bug fixes, more bug fixes, more bug fixes. And then for the gameplay, they're adding in a new game mode. I think they're bringing this one back, and that is the sniper shootout. They're adding in the hunting rifle and the crossbow, and then they're removing the revolver. They're also disabling the downed state. Downed players are immediately eliminated, and then their legendary weapons can only be found in supply drops. Epic weapons can only be found in treasure chests, and heavy ammo drop quantities are going to be 6 and 6 for the floor and the chest, and then for the ammo box is going to be 12. Supply drops are going to be 18. Llamas are going to be 90. They removed 30 frames per second mode for the Xbox One and PS4, and 3.4, update 3.4. They made some significant GPU optimizations, which improved visual quality, includes resolution of 60 frames per second. So they made some visual enhancements. So now we're going to be playing a complete 60 frames per second, and it's going to look freaking sweet. They did a million more freaking bug fixes, and then they increased some animations and some artwork within the game, so the game is going to look a little bit different when you guys log in. But they polished some weapon particle effects and improved clarity, such as bullet smoke trails. They're going to be more detailed for rifles and pistols, making it slightly easier to determine the direction of shots fired across your view. Sniper rifle projectiles that hit the world have larger, more visible impact effects. Shotgun pellet trails and player hit effects have been adjusted to more clearly show the spread of each shot and make it easier to see how much of it hit an enemy. So it's going to be more clear to see how much you hit somebody, or how many bullets you landed on somebody. The suppressed weapons have a much more subtle muzzle flash and no longer show bullet smoke trails. Pump shotguns and hand cannon fire animations have been polished, improving readability and snappiness. They made some more enhancements to audio settings. They removed the chirp sound from landing supply drops, and then they added hit notification sounds when the player you're spectating lands a shield, body, or headshot. And then they made a ton of improvements to the performance of the game. So a lot less lag, a lot less issues with the servers and whatnot. You know, just like stuff like little things like, not even, well, I guess these really aren't little things, but stuff like lagging when you jump out of the bus, lagging when you land in tilted towers and there's a million people at one spot. All those things are going to be, you know, polished and just run way smoother than what they have been running recently. And it's going to be it's going to be awesome, man. This is probably one of the biggest updates in Fortnite in terms of bug fixes and just overall tidiness of the game. But all of the bug fixes and whatnot, I'm going to leave all that stuff in the description below, so you guys can just click that link and check it all out for for yourselves. I just want to go over the big parts and the things that I was the most excited for. So I'm gonna get you guys some guided missile gameplay in my next video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, and YouTube, I'll see you next time.